Hey, this is Joe with Trot and Munch, and I'm going to give a quick video update on my Midori Traveler's Notebook and how it's come along since my last video. And the last one was the first video in this Midori series of mine, and I was just going through the starter kit and talking about my intention for my notebook, which I plan to use it as to chronicle my travels and collect mementos from my travels and do some journaling about places I've been and my thoughts about them. So I hadn't really collected any additional inserts. I was just looking at the starter kit. But since then, I've picked up some inserts and other knickknacks, and I've done a little craftiness with one of the inserts I already had. So looking at my Midori, I haven't actually been using it that much since the last video, so it's looking pretty much the same on the outside. But I did decorate the blank insert that was included with the starter kit. And the reason I did this is because this is one of my maps from my travels. About a year and a half ago, my friends and I went backpacking in Europe, and we were mostly in Eastern Europe, but eventually we made our way more towards France and Italy, and I had a really good time in Florence. I'd actually been there before when I was a kid with my mom. We had done a trip in Italy, but it had overall been sort of a bad experience because she lost her credit card, and I got lost in the Sistine Chapel, and we got kicked out of a hotel, and it was just not the best. But so I was sort of excited to go back and get a better opinion of Italy. And I did, specifically of Florence. And what I like to do, just in different cities we were in, we would get these maps from the hostels we stayed at, and I would actually use mine to navigate, and I would write little points on the map that I wanted to see and do a little key on the side, writing out description of those places and, just different spots I wanted to visit. And although I'm not very into touristy areas, I get very frustrated trying to elbow my way through crowds of people looking at various attractions. I didn't mind it in Florence, which is a very, very touristy city. Like, the tourism is very visible. But I didn't care. I really liked walking around Florence and using my map, and it's a pretty small city, so it's perfect for walking around, touring on foot. And so I had this map, but this one isn't it. What happened was I had that map and it had all my notes on it, and I was going to keep it. And then, not to mention any names, but one of my friends, Bryn, threw it out, which was kind of a bummer. But I just grabbed another, like the same map from the hostel, and I didn't put my points down again. But so it was just a blank map, but I thought this was a cool way to utilize it. So I just cut out the map and used some Mod Podge and glued it on. It's not perfect, like it's not very even up here, I don't think, but I liked how it turned out. It's just simple, and I think it was a cool way to use the map. And so that's that. Oh, well, I did put this aside just to give an example of what I was talking about. This is a map that I used in Paris, and let's see if I can get a zoom and a focus. So I would just have these lists of places I want to go to, and then points on the map that I would hit up, just to give you a visualization of what the heck I was talking about. Okay. Let's get the focus back. Okay. Now on to the inserts. So since about 2 weeks ago when I did the first video update, I went to that papery that I mentioned called the Paper Seahorse in Tampa and picked up some inserts. And I've waited to open them for the sake of this video. But so they're about $5.40. This one is $9. So yeah, let's start with this one. This is similar to the blank insert I have here. But it is graph paper. And they were out of lined paper, which is what I went to get originally, but I decided that I actually like graph better because it has lines, so I could write on it, journal in it, but it's also sort of nice to use the squares as well. So I think that worked out for the best. And yeah, here you can see, if you're unfamiliar with what these look like, what they say with the Japanese, because it's Japanese. Okay, and then next we have this plastic insert, which I'm pretty excited about. I saw it from, where's the opening part? I saw it from some other video that, Midori video that a person on YouTube did, and I really liked how they used theirs. It's just extra stuff, but it's got this cool Ziploc aspect of it, so in a little pocket to store random accoutrements in, and then also this little sleeve, which I think is handy. So yeah, those are my two inserts. Let's see if I can pull my sleeve up. Let's see if I can figure out how to put them in. This is going to be interesting. My sister was, she was helping me and sort of gave me a clue to how this works. Let's try with this one. So I set it up. There's this center pulley thing at the notebook, and I slid the back page of this insert in there, and then she suggested going like this and sliding this in here. And then you've added another insert. So then you have this first one and this one. So yeah, I know that's one way to do it. And I know there's other bands that you can get to add in. And this one, I think you could just do something like this. Maybe. Yeah, that works out pretty nice. Did you see how I did that? Because I don't really know how I did that. It's just I slid at the bottom. So cool. I have this nice little pocket here now, which I can store things like this in, and other postcards, whatnot, I don't know, tickets, things that I've collected from my travels. And I also have this little bit. And so cool. Yeah, that's that. I probably did something wrong. There's probably some Midori expert who will see this and think sacrilege. But I think the point is you can do it however you want. So I may try to adjust it. Seems like it's sticking out the side a little bit, but I think that's a cool place to start. Oh, and I forgot to mention these. I also picked these up at the Paper Seahorse. I couldn't resist. I like cats. So they're little cat thingies, clips. They had different types of cats, but I got the one that's stretching. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I have my new inserts. I have my insert that I adjusted. And I will be going on a trip later this week to visit my friend in Colorado, which I will count that counts as travel. So I think I may be using that as an opportunity to actually break in my Midori and start doing some journaling. I actually went to school out in Colorado, so I'm familiar with the area, but it will be nice to rediscover it through now that my friend's living there. And yeah, any travel is worth recollecting. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. That's it for now. There will be more video updates to come on this Midori as it develops. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks so much.